Hi, welcome back. This is Tom from Mac Arms, and let's investigate how to remove an old stock on an AR-15 and insert a new one. And some of the reasons why people want to do this, of course, is to get the kind of stock that they want. And also, this one was actually purchased when there was a law in effect that you were not allowed to have collapsible stocks. So this one here doesn't move. This one's a fixed position. And when the law fell off, you were able to have those again, so we can talk about replacing these. A couple things you want to know. There's usually two main types of stocks that are on the market today. One's a commercial stock, the other one is a military spec. And you want to make sure that you're replacing the right one with the right one because they are a little bit different. So the military stocks are going to be a little bit smaller in diameter of the tube. And they also have a flat end in the back of it. So this one right here I've already got released. So you can see the back of this is tapered. Usually that indicates a commercial stock. The military's is going to be flat, and then the tube diameter also right here. The commercial is going to be about 1.17 inches, and the commercial is about 1.15 inches. So it is going to be a little bit different. So let's take a look at how to do this. Okay, so here we have the AR-15, and I just removed the upper just to see what we're dealing with here. And this one is a little bit different than a lot of manufacturers make now. This right here nut is a little bit different, so it just has one hole, goes all the way around. Most of the manufacturers you'll find now are going to be more like this, where they just have 4 different notches that are all the way around. And the armorer's tool will fit either one. So this armorer's tool has the one that you're going to use there. The one with the notches is just this one. So all you have to do is just put this in. It goes right in that little hole, and then whoops, gotta actually do that the other way. So it goes in like that, and then you can just crank it, and it's pretty loose. So that'll come off. And let me just show you the other one real fast so it fits right in. And so the other one, you're just going to use with that right there. So, and then as you can see, that fits right in there, and then you just crank that. So it's kind of a nice tool to have if you're ever going to be working on the AR-15s, the armorer's wrench. So. And this unscrews, but you want to be kind of careful because there is a spring in here. And so I'm just going to unscrew that, and I'm also keeping thumb pressure on this so that spring doesn't shoot out at me and lose it. So you definitely don't want to lose any spring. So I'm going to go ahead and stand this up like this, and then you can see that spring just pops right up. So I'm just kind of releasing that really slow. And that spring, what that spring does is it actually holds this in place and actually will lock, and you'll hear it. So I'm going to push that out. And so with that spring out, it just kind of moves around. But if I actually push on that, I'll just push it on there. So if I actually push that down, that's why this locks. Click. So anyway, that's what that spring is for. So. And then all you need to do is you got to be careful because this spring right here that holds the buffer back is also going to come out at the same time. So what I usually do is I'll usually take this out, and I'll just make sure I don't lose that and set that aside so I can work with the rest of this. So this is actually going to unscrew, and as this stock unscrews, it's going to release that. So I'm going to keep this in an upright position. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to depress this just to get the buffer tube out and the spring. And so I'll go ahead and put that aside. And then I'll keep this upright, and then as I twist this, I'm actually going to depress that just to make sure that doesn't fly out at me either. So I'm going to keep going there, and it only takes about 2 or 3 turns. So if I release it, that's actually going to be able to come out now. So I can actually take that out and put that aside. And then this just completely unscrews. And that's a pretty simple disassembly right there. So, and there's a little notch that's on this ring right here. You want to make sure that that is protruding into the back of the gun lower there. So I'm going to screw this back in till about right there where it locks. Push that back down. And should hold that in place and make sure that that's lined up. And what I will do is put that spring back in. That. And what I'll usually do is actually push that down and make sure that that goes in nice and straight. And I will keep pressure on that as I put this down. And I'm going to go ahead and grab the armorer's tool and go ahead and lay that right in there. And then I'm probably going to want to make sure that this is in a vise when I tighten that down. And that's all there is to it. All I have to do now is just reinsert that buffer spring and the new buffer spring and the and you're pretty much all set. And then you just put the upper back on.